What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of I'm Sorry You Feel That Way. I got it right this time. This is a show about what's going on in the world as far as entertainment, video games, music, movies, all of it. We're going to give you our unbiased, real, raw opinion. I'm the Grammy one.
And I'm GrimVictory. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about the Unreal 5 demo that was done on PlayStation 5. We're going to dive into two more reviews from the May 7th Xbox presentation and give our second opinion on these two games. And lastly, we're going to talk about GTA 5. So take it away, Grimy. A couple of days ago, they revealed the Unreal 5 engine tech demo on PlayStation 5. They use a system called Lumen.
This has to be the right way. The portal, it's open. Don't fail me now. Time to see what's next.
And so, what was your thoughts on
I gotta say, man, I've been blown away. That Unreal 5 engine is unreal. I was blown away. They went into a lot of technical stuff about billions of triangles. I'm like, I don't know what that means. All right. I have no idea what that means. All I know is it looked amazing. Okay. The lighting was crazy. The movement of the character was amazing. It looked real. It looked like a real movie set. And that's what I'm looking for in this next gen situation. Give me realism. Make me go, is this a movie? What are you watching, dog? And somebody be like, oh, no, this is a game. That was amazing. I'm blown away. They definitely did their thing. Unfortunately, the demo that they showed, it was just a demo. It's not a game that's coming out because I actually want to play that game. So it was, I think it was on what, PS5 they demoed it?
PS5.
So hopefully we get them same graphics on the Xbox, but I'm thoroughly impressed with that engine. I'm looking forward to the games that actually use it.
Grimy, I think if we finally saw what the capabilities are going to be in these next gen systems, I've been waiting to see something like this. To put into words, this is probably the most realistic video game demonstration I've ever seen. It actually could almost look like you were watching live TV, not to be exaggerated, but obviously we were watching the game, but the texture of the rocks and the sand and the mountain with the sunlight and the shadows, utterly amazing.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
I'm looking forward to what games are going to be produced out of this engine. I'm looking forward to how far companies are gonna push the new systems, the PS5 and the Xbox X, to its max capabilities, because that's what's super important in any games coming out. Definitely. So it's a great start.
Great start. I loved it. It got me excited about this next gen games coming out. Not the ones that came out last week; those are crap. But AAA titles, I'm really looking forward to. I think was it Battlefield? They used Frostbite engine, and that was pretty dope.
Yes.
And this looks like this blows that away. So maybe they'll step up their new engine, and we got us a little battle going on that we're going to benefit from.
Absolutely.
So
Competition is always a key to innovation.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to what's coming off of that engine and development of other engines from the technology of that one. So I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic.
So am I. Moving on. So there was 2 games that we actually got to see some actual gameplay from, and not just a video trailer from the Xbox presentation. It was on May 7th. The first game we're gonna go over again is Bright Infinite.
Bright Infinite.
Play grimy. Tell us, did your opinion change for the better or the worse? I already have my opinion.
I gotta say, after seeing the trailer, I was intrigued. I was like, it's a little messy because it didn't have an identity, but I'm still intrigued. After seeing some gameplay, I am sickened. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. Maybe it's an alpha and they're gonna polish and come back with something different, but the enemies were gross. They were terrible. They didn't look nice. They didn't look like I cared about them, which I'm not. I'm supposed to care about the enemy, but I'm supposed to be like, oh, look at that guy. It was like, what is that? It was over the top blood. Every time you kill somebody, they drop to the floor and they pop. I'm like, all right, that's unnecessary. The story seems dumb. I don't know. Like, would she get transported to a world, and all of a sudden the world's trying to kill her? What else? The HUD. The HUD was one of the worst HUDs. It was so distracting. Why is your HUD on your gun? Why do I need to see that I'm online on my gun? Stop. And then a major gripe in games. Okay, you get transported to this archaic world. You're shooting enemies and they're dropping bullets. That makes no sense. Bullets become scarce at that point.
Listen, I know what you're talking about. I was watching the boss battle, and the first thing that came to my mind was I was looking at the gun and the amount of bullets she had in the gun, because the first thing I kept saying was, well, how the hell does she have so many bullets?
Why does she have so many bullets? And they keep going up.
And where is she picking up the bullets from, considering the people she's killing don't have guns?
They have swords and shields. Why don't they use guns?
Let's talk about the fact that you talk about the graphics and the animals and yada, yada, yada. But I'm with you. It's the story sucks.
Story sucks.
What the hell? And then you get transferred to another world, and right away you start shooting shit. Like
right away.
How do you know they're gonna attack you?
Right away you start shooting stuff. Like okay, that could have been your little pet.
It's a boss battle, and she actually uses her sword, but I don't. This will be the longest sword I've ever seen in my life, because the enemy must have been like 40 feet from her, and she's swinging a sword and hitting the enemy.
That sword. Okay, what I gather is that's a light sword. I think it said it was a light sword, and she's shooting deadly beams of light out of it. That's dumb. Okay, and here's another thing: like the sword had a limited usage. Like they had a little bar that you could use it, and then it had the cooldown period. That's dumb. That's stupid. Let me get in there with the shooting, switch it up close range, get out. Like, it was dumb. It's a dumb game. Stupid. The voice acting, oh my God. It reminds me of Ninja Gaiden 3. And if you played Ninja Gaiden 3, if any of you out there played Ninja Gaiden 3, you know that was some of the most repetitive, terrible voice acting ever. She narrated everything she did.
We at least hope that it's just
I hope this is an alpha.
these stages and they're gonna fix that. But
The mechanics are sketchy. It's
so what is your new review of the game?
my new review of the game is stop it, scrap it, start again. Stop. That was bad. That was bad. You ain't got to take my word for this. Is what 2 18, 19-minute trailers out there. They're bad. They're bad. Like it had potential from the little trailer they showed. I understand why they didn't show any gameplay. Because there's nothing about that gameplay that makes me want to grab that game. From the trailer, I'm like, okay, it's a little crazy, but maybe. Now that I've seen gameplay, I'm like, I don't want it when it's free. I don't want that on my gamer score. I don't want nobody to say, oh, he played Bright Infinite. No, thank you. No, thank you. Stop it, scrap it, start again, come back with something that's immersive. Keep your raw idea, make it a better story, better enemies, scale it up. Unreal 5 engine, ask them for it. Pay them for it because it's out there. This was bad, man. It was bad, and it's not. No.
So I agree with you. My initial review was I was disappointed with the trailer. I didn't have enough information. The game looked like a mismatch of old games. After seeing this gameplay trailer, my opinion is now worse. I was gonna probably give the game a chance. I don't know. You got to show me way more to convince me to spend good money on this game. It reminds me of every time a new console comes out. Some companies have games when the system first comes out because there's hardly any games available, and you get suckered into buying that game that you wouldn't normally want to buy.
Yes,
and I think one of those games gonna fall into that category. When you buy this game and you look back, it's like, why did I ever buy that game? Was I that thirsty to get games for a system because there was hardly any games, and I bought this piece of crap?
I love Cameo for the 360 and all that crap. Like, what is this?
That game. This is that game.
It's terrible, and it looked like it had elements of Tomb Raider, Skyrim. It's like there's a dragon in there. Why is there a dragon in this game? You ever seen the movie? What's the movie? Evil Dead.
Yes.
We had the skeletons coming up the ground. Like that's what they were doing in this. Like, what's going on with your game? Stop it. Scrap it. Start again.
So the second game we're gonna go over now is the Ascent. Initially, I said in my first review, this was had an over the game perspective from the top, reminded me of Marvel Alliance. But at my second look at it and watching this gameplay, I'm a little bit disgusted. I think Marvel Alliance only worked because you already had storylines established for these characters. You were invested in these characters already from the comic books. You were just excited to just play as these characters, and you have powers, and you were able to do, you know, what these characters could do. And watching this game, it plays like Marvel Alliance, except you have no superpowers. You're shooting a gun. It reminds me of an old arcade game. I forget what it's called. Matter of fact, it reminds me of Smash TV. That's what it was.
Smash TV, yes.
Smash TV.
Yes.
A better version of Smash TV on a next-gen console. I don't want to spend good money on this game. Are you kidding me? This looks like a game I'll play on my phone or a tablet. I don't know. What did you think?
Smash TV. I'm not as critical on this game as you because I knew this was going to be this. I knew exactly what it was going to be when they gave me the sky view and they showed the guy turning around shooting. I knew exactly what it was going to be. I knew how the enemies were going to come out. I knew we were going to have stupid rooms. Nothing from the gameplay surprised me. Decent audio. I did hear a lot of different things going on in the background. That's probably the best thing I can say about it. The voice acting's stupid. Usually it is. It seems like it's trying to be a different type of Doom type of game, just based off the enemies and what they were doing and the grittiness of it. I wasn't disappointed at what I saw, but I wasn't hype about it because I knew what it was. This is not the type of game I usually play. There is a market for this game. I do think it's going to do just as well as all the others, but I don't think this is a game-changing. Oh my God, not Bright. What's the name of the game? Ascent 2, 3, 4. I don't. It's forgettable. It's going to be good when it comes out because it's something you can play on the couch with your buddies. But it's nothing that I'm looking forward to. I'm definitely not going to get it because, like I said, it's not my thing. But there's a market for it, and it'll do well enough in that market. But it's not going to bring in new people. It's what I expected. It's sky view. It looked like, you remember Hexic? Hexic with the game. It's that.
Yes.
It's that. It's whatever. Forgettable. Forgettable. Oh, Unreal is gone. Oh man, that engine.
Keeping it moving. Guys, let's talk about GTA 5. So for those you don't know, on the Epic Game Store, epicgames.com, they give out every week they have free games on their website for the PC. And this week's free game is GTA 5. It's free until May 21st. You have until 11 a.m. to get it. It came on live this past Thursday. And guys, when it came online, the website crashed. Guys, so many people trying to download GTA 5 on the PC. The website crashed. Grimy, what does that tell us about GTA 5?
That tells us that a lot of people are wrong. A lot of people say GTA 5 is dead. It's a bad game. GTA 5 came out 7-8 years ago, and it's still breaking the internet. That's a mainstay game. You gotta say that's probably in the top 5 greatest games of all time. This late in the game, we're about to have new next-gen systems, and GTA 5 still breaking the internet? Come on, man. It's a good game, and people need to realize that. People get frustrated because of what goes on in the game and on the online. They're mad because there's no main story DLC. I get it. The main story doesn't need DLC, really. That's just a little added on thing. You get free DLCs for the online all the time. We're getting one again, a couple of weeks probably.
Yes.
It's a game.
I got a date for you, Grimy. September 2013. That's when the game came out.
September 2013. It is May 17th, 2020. And that game's still breaking the internet. It's still viable. Come on, man. That's got to be top 5. Not number 1, my opinion. Definitely top 5.
I have it up there as one of my top 5 games of all time.
Has to be.
All time.
It has to be. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't.
Numbers don't, guys. And you know what? I think we should really talk about what the pros and cons are in this game and why it's lasted so long.
Let's do it. Let's go pros and cons.
Pros and cons. So you already said it, so I'm gonna throw it out there again. Great single player campaign. The campaign is told from the perspective of 3 different characters. Open box, do what you want when you want to do it. And then they have the missions. What more can you ask for?
What more guys for? Pardon me. So first off, you have what I like to say. You have three different Grand Theft Auto games in one, three different stories in one that culminate into one story at the end. That right there is dope. You could have played a whole story as Michael, whole story as Trevor, a whole story as I forgot, or Franklin. Put a whole game on them. Okay, it's one of the best stories I've played in a long time because of that. Because everybody has something to do with everybody else. You switch up, you switch your characters whenever you feel like. See what they're doing. They're not just staying still when you're not playing them. You could switch off to Trevor and you're in a high-speed chase all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope to me. Okay, that's immersive. That's just there's stuff people still haven't found in that game. There's still Easter eggs to be found in this game. Okay, this game is amazing. The lifespan says it in and of itself. What other game comes out on a 360, re-releases on a next gen, still popular, then gets released for free, and it's still popular? What you name me one other game that has done that?
I can't name it, and I'll be very honest. I had it on a 360. I bought it again on the Xbox.
Yes. Yes, why not? And then your online character comes over too. So
Yes.
you can continue where you left off.
And we didn't even get into the online part. We haven't even got into that. Now, let me tell you about the online, why I think it's spectacular. First of all, let's backtrack and say online didn't come on day one. It was the campaign came out first. Online was a work in progress. They ran a quick beta of the online in the beginning, and then it was opened up into what the actual game was going to be.
Yep.
And I will honestly say, as it's continued, it's gotten way and way better as each month goes by. They add different elements. They've added on to it. They've improved from what GTA 4 was when they started the GTA 4 multiplayer online, and they're a masterpiece. And at this point, you can honestly argue that GTA online is its own separate game.
Yeah.
You could have paid money for and are invested in because, and I'm gonna be honest, guys. Has there been times where I stopped playing? Absolutely. But then GTA 5 drops content, it pulls you right back in.
Right back.
Right back in. So, once things start to get a little stale and repetitive, boom, something new for you to do. Now, what makes it great is a few things. One, first of all, the original GTA Online world takes place before the campaign. So it explains the storyline, what's going on. You have the ability to do whatever you want in the world. Unlimited vehicle and character customizations. I mean, the clothes, the haircuts, the facial hairs, the vehicle mods, the amount of vehicles that keep coming out every time they do content is unbelievable. I'm talking about cars, planes, boats, you name it, bikes, motorcycles. They have it in this game. This is you can do free roam, and they have missions, guys. You know, from racing, death matches, missions, jobs, parachute jumping. You can play tennis or golf in the game against somebody, and you get lost in that alone. Yeah. And then my favorite parts of the game, running businesses, and then heist actually stealing something, are two of the most unbelievable aspects of the game. Okay. I'm gonna add to that.
So my online experience is a love-hate, more love than hate. Okay, we'll talk about the hate later. Let's talk about the love. Okay, how many times have you paid for a DLC? Not one. Not one.
Zero.
You get them all free. Now, was it hard in the beginning to make money? Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. And if you needed, you could have bought a shark card. And you know what that shark card bought us? Free DLC. So it was a whole circle with that, okay? One, it's a great game to chill out with your buddies on. Sometimes you need to let off some steam. You go to GTA, you go to a private lobby, go all out, okay? There's a plethora of missions. Like you said, you could do the actual, there's actual story in the online. If you follow it, you can do that. You can do random jobs. You can do random races. You don't even have to go into an actual race. If you're playing with somebody online, you can challenge somebody in the lobby to a race, just racing in the streets. That's a fact a lot of people don't know about. There's so much to do online. Like you said, it could have been his whole own game. All right. And you got it for free. Let's be honest. You got it for free. Okay. The businesses, and like I said in the beginning, a little hard. Heists in the beginning were a little hard. You needed 4 people. It was difficult to get. But you know what Rockstar did? They listened to us. So now you can do these new heists, 2 people. 2 people. Is it harder? Yeah. Is it fun? Yeah. DJ Victor did that whole Doomsday heist. 2 of us. Arcade heist, we could do it 2 of us. They listened, they gave us what we wanted, and people still get mad. Now, are there aspects of it that annoy me? Yeah. Okay. Everything is not perfect, but I have more compliments than complaints.
Absolutely.
So let's get into some complaints just to even it out.
Sure. I know I got my complaints.
Okay.
The same complaints.
So I'll start now. And like I said in the last video, some things are just nitpicking because the game is so good. Okay. I don't like the movement of the characters sometimes. It's not as fluid as like to be. Sometimes you're trying to walk through the door and the character turns around. And when you're in a gunfight, you're trying to get away, it's annoying. Okay. Like I said in the beginning, I didn't like it was so hard to make money, but it wasn't impossible. It's a little bit easier now. I did it both ways. I've been rich for a while in game anyway. I'm not rich now. And I think we have the same, and I'll let you go more in depth in this, griefers. Griefers kind of ruined a lot of people's experience online, and I understand that. I do get that. But there's a workaround. Figure it out. I'll let you go in more in depth about the griefers and that aspect.
So here's my problem with that. 2 things. One, I feel that it should be a way for you to do sell your business products or run certain aspects of the game in a private session.
Yep.
You work so hard to steal product or use in-game money to buy products to make money in the game, and the worst thing that can happen is somebody comes and blows your shipment up, and you lose everything. You grind it out for a week or whatever time it took you. Some, depending on how much you get on the game, it could be a little bit longer, a little shorter, and all your hard work is gone. Yep. Now, well, the problem with the game is because it has to be an open lobby, right? Depending on what you're selling, 99% of the time, they give you the vehicle to sell your product.
Yes, sir.
The vehicle they give you to sell your product, other than being able to take a few bombs or missiles before it blows up, they give you nothing else.
That's it. No defense.
Has the ability to use whatever vehicles, airplanes, shoot rockets, that you do whatever they want to you, but you have to stay in that car and sell that vehicle.
Yeah.
Or take it to the destination point.
Which you won't make it.
The problem I have is the sellers in the game are at a disadvantage to the lobby.
Yeah.
If we had to play in an open lobby like that, then it should have given us the ability to be able to fight back fairly. Meaning that I have something to counter somebody's airplane, or I have something to counter somebody's coming at me in a certain vehicle. I mean, one of the most important things I experienced was we were selling product from the original business, and somebody comes along and they couldn't blow us up, but they were able to knock our truck off into a ditch. The truck flipped over, and all the product was gone.
All the product was gone. And
then we get killed if the truck blows up, and then we respawn with no vehicle at a disadvantage.
At a disadvantage. And they get nothing out of it.
Right.
They get nothing from it.
Other than destroying or having joy from destroying our product.
Yeah, that's it. They don't benefit. They don't get any money for it. They don't get to take the product back to their destination. They're just griefers. So
I'm going to add, is there ways for you to go around this and you want to sell your product in peace? Yes, but I'm not going to get into that. That's a different episode.
Look it up online. It's on there.
Look up online. But if the whole point was to play this in a lobby and it's made to play in a lobby like that, they at least make it balanced.
Yeah.
Like I said, the people selling their product should not be at a disadvantage. And people, I'm going to be honest, guys, people just get on to mess with people's stuff.
Yeah, they do.
know if their product, mess with you, and keep it moving. That's their whole purpose of getting on, hence the name of what they are.
Yeah, griefers.
Griefers, and I call them reapers because they go out there to kill you.
Let this be known. You come in my lobby, I'm gonna air that mother love out, all right?
Now, we've dealt with many people messing with us, and in turn, we've had to just get some
Destroy
revenge,
the lobby. I'll
in the
take it.
game and just air the lobby out. But it shouldn't have to come to that.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. But I get it. I get what the game is supposed to be. I get this is waiting for a lot of people to live out that fantasy that they can't live out in real life. You know, so this is their power trip. I get that. I get that. But like you said, there should be a way for me to defend myself successfully because it does take a while to curate that product. It takes money to curate product. So there should be some way to defend it. At least give me a fighting chance. Now, would I be mad if I lost it? Still, yeah. But
At least you had a chance to
I
defend
had
it.
a chance to defend it, or you could do it where I don't lose all my. Just take half away, and let me start off from that. Like making me start from zero. I turned a lot of people off. I do understand that. So there are things that they can change for the better in GTA 6.
Yes. I mean, going back, are there ways around that? I mean, the only way around selling your product is having a large amount of people with you,
Yeah,
crew up, and then maybe they could have other vehicles to help defend you. But the probability of you always having 4 other people with you to sell your product is nil and none.
yeah.
Sometimes you by yourself, you just want to sell your product real quick, get your money.
Get your money and go.
But that being said, if that's the only 2 complaints we have about a game,
That's almost a decade old. Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll take it too. Now, speaking of GTA 6,
Oh, GTA 6, huh?
what would you like to see in GTA 6?
What would I like to see in GTA 6? Here's my dream GTA 6. I probably won't get it, but this would make the game perfect for me. Okay, I'm gonna go single player and online. So bear with me. Single player, I would love to see, and I think a lot of people would, all the GTA worlds, all the places we've been in one. It can be done at this point. Okay, I think we've sustained the technology that we can travel long distance and create really big maps. I want to be able to have my own character, maybe 2 or 3. I enjoyed that. Go do, become a international conglomerate of vigilante villainism, something like that. Let me go all over. Let me go back to Vice City. Like, oh man, this is what it's like. Let me go back to Liberty City. Let me go to Chinatown, the Chinatown story, stuff like that.
You want to make planes relevant in the game again.
Planes relevant. Let me take a plane over to Europe, introduce Europe, man. There's a market. Okay, there's a market. People buy the game just because it's in their neighborhood. Okay, so there's a whole nother market to reach out to. Okay, that would be my dream for single player. I know that they're gonna do a story right. I have no complaints about any GTA story ever, so I ain't gotta worry about that. Now my online, I have very huge visions for online, and one of them being is I want to establish a kingpin type of situation online with me and my crew. I own this part of the city. My boy owns this part of the city. And then, we could either go against each other or we could team up, own the whole city, and then we have to defend it. People try and take over. We got to go send the troops out, or we go out there and we hold it down. A great game that did this was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It could be done. Okay, you could learn from that and turn it up. Keep the DLCs free. Create it so that we can do some online stuff that's supposed to be only online in a private match. Let me sell my stuff there. You could put it at, I'll get half the money. Okay, some people will work for that. All right. Give me a chance to enjoy the game without being stressed out. And let me bring my friends in. And then when we want to go in the Wild Wild West, that's what we call it, the Wild Wild West, we'll go there and we go try and take over somebody's area. That'd be dope. Who wouldn't want to go into little snot-nosed 69's lobby and just wipe his whole stuff out and take it over. Now we got his joint and our joint, and then we got to defend him from Grief for 99. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's immersive, okay? And it can be done. How do I know this? Because in what's that game we used to hack into stuff?
Okay.
Used to use the phone to hack it. Watch Dogs. The first Watch Dogs. The first Watch Dogs, people could come into your game and cause trouble in your game. So it can be done. All right. You can expand on that. We have the technology to make it better. Let's do it. Like that's my dreams. I don't think it would get them, but that's my dreams. What you got?
I'm gonna show you what I've been waiting for the longest. Ready for this?
I'm ready.
I want to be the cop.
Okay.
GTA 5.
Okay.
Either a campaign where you're going after the criminals, or a mode online where I could get on and be the cop chasing you.
Okay. So would you want that to be like a part of the story? Like you could be a good cop or a bad cop, or you just want to be like you want to go around?
Whatever you want to be. You want to be a good cop, you be a good cop. You want to be a bad cop, you be a bad cop.
Okay.
But I think having the perspective of being from the other side is amazing. Having the ability to go into a lobby and be the law.
That'd be dope.
The law in a lobby where people just be ruthless.
That would be dope.
Amazing. And it should be my option, not a game mode,
yeah,
but my option to be the person to chase you, arrest you, do whatever.
That
Like
would
I
be
would love this in a campaign. I would love this in a multiplayer way. But to be honest, the game is called Grand Theft Auto. Guys, we stopped robbing cars a long time ago.
It's way past that. It's just the name now.
It's just a name for a world, right? At this point, let me be the cop in that world.
That would be dope. I would definitely get on with the fellas.
And I remember back in the days, PlayStation 2, I played a game. It took place in Europe, I believe. I forgot what the name was called, but you played a cop.
The Getaway. I think it's The Getaway.
Getaway. You could arrest people. I could kill them. You were undercover. That game was amazing. Bringing a game like that into the GTA universe would be amazing. That's what I want to see.
You want something along the lines of True Crimes, but you could be a bad cop if you wanted. Remember True Crimes?
Yes.
Yeah.
But Getaway played like GTA.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did.
I wanted like that. When I can arrest you, I can kill you.
That's dope. I would definitely get online with the fellas.
And in multiplayer,
arrest people.
When you start having a little mission going on, you trying to rob a bank, I'm the one going after you.
Yes, and make it a point
for it. The money, but it's to get the money back, and I should get rewarded for getting it back for the casino.
Yes. See, that's a point for griefing. You're a cop, and I'm like, you doing something bad. I'm gonna go arrest you and get this back. I like that.
And then you have strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths as a cop and my weaknesses.
Yeah. Like you have to, if you're a bad guy, you can get the getaway vehicle. I got to figure out if that's the distraction, the decoy joint, or the real joint.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Yo, write this down. All right, what day is it? We copyrighted that idea on 5/17/2020. Rockstar, you want some money for that? All right, we did it first.
Matter of fact, call us. We got great ideas.
We got great ideas, man. What's up, man? 50,000 a year. That's all I want. Salary, 50,000. I take it. Hey, moving on.
We got so many ideas between us to make games better.
Come on, man. Come on.
And sometimes I just need little things here and there.
Little things. And I do propose that when Anthem 2.0 comes out, we make a video about that disaster. Okay.
Guys, that game made me not want to ever buy the season pass for a game ever again.
Listen, I saw that game when it first came out, 2 years before it came out. We saw the trailer. We had a watch party at your house, and I was hyped. I was hyped too. I don't think I've ever been hyped.
The game, bought the season pass on the pre-order. Never did that.
$100 Legion season pass. Old crack package.
Again, would I buy a season pass ahead of time?
Now listen, the first week I was open. Oh man, this is cool. Let me get different setups. And then after that, it was like, hey, I feel like there's stuff missing. And lo and behold, it was a poop show. I'm trying not to curse. I want to monetize it at some point. It was a poop show.
They should have saved it for the next gen systems. They should have kept working on it.
They should have worked on it
and I rushed it out.
Not the trailer. They didn't start working on it like 7 months before it came out, and you could tell that was probably the worst experience gaming I've ever had. And I spent money on that, which is why I say these companies want our money. They got to give us bang for our buck. We got to stop buying into just because EA Activision, it might be good. Oh, they'll release a DLC. The fact that you have to release a DLC to make your game good is a problem. DLC is supposed to be extra meat on the burger. The burger's supposed to be done. Give me another patty. I want to be a fatty. That's what DLC is supposed to be. Okay, not give me the bun here and I'll get the cheese in 2 months if I pay $9.99. That's a problem. Give me a complete game, then give me the DLC. I'll be more open about all your DLCs if I have a complete game as a base. All right, and we can tell as gamers, we can tell when you just releasing stuff because you forgot to put it in the game. We can tell. We're not stupid. We know. Don't give us, oh, this is a new expansion. No, it's not. It's supposed to be in the game. I can tell. I know this.
Assassin's Creed's famous for that.
Assassin's Creed's famous for that. Saints Row got famous for that. They put a whole DLC as a game, and it was dumb.
Terrible game. Terrible game. But guys, that's it for us today. Once again, if you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button.
Like, share, all of that. Please like us. Like us.
Bye, guys.
Take it easy, fellas.